Get ready to clear some hard drive space because May 2025 is looking absolutely stacked for the PS5. We're talking unique gems, long-awaited returns, brutal action, quirky adventures, and even a trip back to the origins of the Doomslayer. Yeah, it's that kind of month. I'm Fish, and today we're diving into every major PS5 release hitting this May. Grab your DualSense, settle in, and let's see what's coming to dominate your playtime. Kicking things off on May 1st is Despelote. This isn't your typical blockbuster. It's a first-person narrative adventure set in Quito, Ecuador, back in 2001. The whole vibe is built around football culture. Soccer, for my North American friends, with a really striking sepia-toned art style. Critics are loving its unique physics-based ball mechanics. Apparently, just kicking the ball around feels great, and its bittersweet, semi-autobiographical story about childhood. Early Steam demo reviews are very positive, praising its authentic slice-of-life feel. If you're looking for something different, something with heart, and a relaxed pace, Despelote looks like a beautiful, cultured experience. From the streets of Quito, we set sail for the high seas on May 6th with Captain Blood. Now this one has a wild history. Based on Raphael Sabatini's pirate novels, this action game was originally meant for the PS3. After years in Davy Jones' locker, development hell, it's finally here. Expect classic hack-and-slash pirate combat, naval battles, sword fighting, pistol shooting, all the swashbuckling goodness you'd expect from a golden age pirate adventure. Honestly, the big question here is how a game delayed for over a decade holds up today. Curiosity alone might make this worth checking out for pirate fans. Also dropping on May 6th, we trade the Cutlass for cybernetics in Metal Eden. This is a high-octane sci-fi FPS that looks like Doom and Ghost Runner had a very stylish baby. You play as a hyper-unit Aska on a suicide mission, which sounds suitably intense. Early impressions point to adrenaline-fueled parkour movement blended with fast-paced combat in realistic 3D environments. It's got that slick sci-fi visual style, drawing comparisons to Ruiner as well. While some previews mentioned potential issues with handling multiple enemies, the core gameplay loop sounds incredibly kinetic and exciting. If you need speed and sci-fi shooting, Metal Eden might be your fix. Sticking with sci-fi, but shifting gears to action RPG, May 8th brings us Empyreal. Imagine joining an expedition to an unexplored planet, drawn to a mysterious structure called the Monolith. Think challenging combat and deep RPG systems, drawing comparisons to titles like Remnant 2. Previews highlight handcrafted environments, no procedural generation here, focusing on short, intense expeditions into the Monolith. It sounds feature-rich with strong progression. Critics who've played it are praising its depth and challenge. This looks like one for players who love digging into complex systems and mastering tough encounters. Also arriving on May 8th is something completely different and visually stunning, The Midnight Walk. This is a cozy horror adventure game made entirely from clay using stop-motion animation. From the creators of Lost in Random, it looks like Tim Burton met Mad God. It promises a unique blend of cozy and horror elements across 5 dark fantasy tales. The focus isn't combat, but outsmarting horrific monsters. Critics are already raving about the handcrafted claymation aesthetic. If you appreciate artistic innovation and a truly unique atmosphere, The Midnight Walk is absolutely one to watch. Let's brighten things up considerably. Also on May 8th with Revenge of the Savage Planet. This is the sequel to the hilarious 2020 exploration game, Journey to the Savage Planet. Get ready for more open-world Metroidvania goodness, packed with satirical humor and vibrant alien worlds. Key changes include a shift to a third-person perspective and, crucially, co-op functionality for maximum chaotic fun. Those who've played it say it's even sillier and more exciting than the original, especially with a friend. If you loved the first game's colorful exploration and humor, this looks like a fantastic follow-up. All right, brace yourselves. On May 15th, prepare for the origins of Rage itself with Doom: The Dark Ages. This is the prequel to Doom 2016 and Doom Eternal, telling the story of how the Doom Slayer became, well, the Doom Slayer. While keeping the series' signature intensity, this entry introduces more melee-focused combat, including a shield and parry mechanics. Hands-on impressions say despite the melee additions, it still feels undeniably Doom. Fast, brutal, and satisfying. Expect cinematic storytelling, incredible sound design, and gnarly demon designs. Get ready to rip and tear, medieval style. Also launching on May 15th, if you need a more strategic challenge after all that demon slaying, check out Into the Restless Ruins. This is a roguelike deck builder with a really cool twist. You use cards to build the dungeon each night, and then you fight your way through it. It promises an innovative loop, balancing randomness and planning. With stylish visuals inspired by classic Warhammer Quest, the Steam demo got positive nods for its fresh approach and satisfying risk-reward gameplay. If you enjoy deck builders and want something new, building your own demise sounds addictively fun. Shifting gears dramatically, May 20th sees the release of Roadcraft. From the creators of Spin Tires and SnowRunner, this game puts you behind the wheel of heavy construction machinery to restore areas devastated by natural disasters. Expect realistic physics, varied environments, and missions focused on road and bridge building. It blends vehicle simulation with resource management. Feedback suggests it refines the handling from their previous titles, but might be less focused on pure off-road simulation and more on the construction aspect. If you enjoy methodical tasks and powerful machinery, this could be very satisfying. On May 21st, prepare to live your best life, or rather, lives, in Fantasy Life I, The Girl Who Steals Time. This is a charming life simulation RPG where you can freely switch between 14 different jobs called lives, like paladin, chef, miner, and more. You'll be building and customizing a ruined island, and there's even a time travel element woven into the narrative. It mixes crafting, combat, and social simulation, building on the original fantasy life with expanded features. Early impressions suggest a relaxing pace with tons to do, perfect for unwinding and trying a bit of everything. Also pulling into the station on May 21st is Monster Train 2. The sequel to the incredibly popular roguelike deck builder is here, bringing back that addictive three-tiered vertical gameplay where you defend your pyre against waves of invaders. Expect a refined experience with new factions, champions, card mechanics, and more strategic depth, all while remaining accessible. Previews suggest it successfully builds on the original strengths and adds more robust endgame content. Fans of the first game, get ready. Your next addiction has arrived. Coming May 22nd is Blades of Fire, an action-adventure game from Mercury Steam, the talented folks behind Metroid Dread. This one blends challenging Souls-like combat with Monster Hunter-inspired design and a unique twist. Blacksmithing is central to the gameplay. You'll actually forge your own weapons. Previews praise the satisfying integration of this crafting mechanic and the high-impact combat. The enemy designs are noted as distinctive, almost puppet-like. While some critics found the protagonist a bit generic, the core loop of forging and fighting sounds very promising for action fans. Prepare for peak quirkiness on May 28th with To a T. This comes from Keita Takahashi, the legendary creator of Katamari Damacy, so you know it's going to be unique. It's a 3D narrative adventure about a teen navigating small-town life with their dog while permanently stuck in a T-pose. Yes, really. Expect that charming, colorful Katamari-esque art style, a coming-of-age story, light gameplay, and Takahashi's signature offbeat humor. We don't have detailed reviews yet, but the concept alone, combined with the creator's pedigree, makes this one of the most intriguing releases of the month. This one is also hitting Xbox and PC alongside PS5. And finally, closing out the month on May 30th, we return to the lands between. Sort of. Elden Ring Nightreign is a standalone multiplayer co-op action survival game set in the Elden Ring universe. Note, this is also coming to Xbox and PC. This isn't DLC. It's a separate experience focused on banding together with other players to survive against enemies, possibly in a battle royale-inspired format. Network tests highlighted key differences like no fall damage or equip load, maintaining the core combat feel, but heavily emphasizing PvE co-op survival. Impressions are mixed. Some love the co-op chaos. Others feel it strays too far from the main game's magic. At a $40 price point, it's offering a different flavor of Elden Ring for those craving co-op action. And that is the massive lineup hitting PS5 in May 2025. From indie narratives and pirate tales to sci-fi shooters, demonic prequels, cozy horror, complex RPGs, roguelikes, sims, and that bizarrely charming T-pose game. There is truly something for everyone. What are you most excited to play? Let me know down in the comments. Which game is jumping straight to the top of your wish list? If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to hit that like button. Subscribe for more PlayStation news and reviews, and ring that notification bell so you don't miss anything. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.